Hey there, I'm Terrie, and I'm the intuitive healer for folks who have anxiety and want to access their soul evolution and intuition. There's more than meets the eye here as we chat and hang out in these episodes that have spiritual, esoteric, multidimensional, somatic, quantum techniques, tools, and tips to help you get unstuck and move you forward in your day-to-day life. So join me in discovering your path to help you clear anxiety of the past, align your energy to the present, and create your new future. All right, y'all. Hello. This is going to be a solo episode of The Portal. So here's the deal, you guys. Here is the deal. I started out this podcast because I was terrified to do it. And I was nervous and concerned that I wouldn't be able to create it, go through all the tech, all the fun things. And along the way, I have learned how to do some editing. At the very, very beginning, I paid somebody to help me create an intro and an outro that I actually ended up not really liking. So I just re-recorded a new one that I'm way happier about. And I did it all myself. So I'm really, really proud of myself. But I started out this podcast with the intention of helping people understand paranormal, personal development, and even having like some, I don't want to say conflicting opinions, but differing opinions. And I couldn't really find many people that would work with me or do a podcast with me or be a guest who didn't quite agree with me, who could be sort of civil still, because, we still have to agree to disagree, yes? So originally when I started this, I definitely wanted to have, differing opinions, but I haven't been able to find it. So, I just continued doing what I was doing. And then this thing called the coronavirus kind of popped up. And so I was just, interviewing people, building up my YouTube channel during that time. And then I just couldn't keep up. There was just so much that was going on, not only with myself, but just obviously with others. The COVID experience created a lot of trauma for everybody, myself included. And I started to realize that I had developed social anxiety even more than I had before. And I didn't have that much before. I can pretty much talk my way out of anything or into anything. So it doesn't look like I have social anxiety, but in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to say? How am I going to say it? Am I going to look stupid? All the things that one has when they have social anxiety, but it actually grew bigger and bigger as I became more and more isolated, but I still didn't realize it. And thankfully, my business did not suffer at all from it because I had been doing online sessions and readings before COVID hit internationally. So it really didn't, affect me in that way, but I didn't keep up. I did not keep up with the podcast. So it is now 2023. It's January 2023. And I decided I have to get back to the podcast because a lot of the readings and a lot of the guests that I had were old. Not that I had old guests, but that it was just, not as up to date. However, all the messages are still relevant. So I just wanted to just sort of update and revive this podcast, see what would come up with it, how it could affect people. I've evolved and changed so much since the beginning of this podcast. So I can only imagine that you, whoever you are listening, and I thank you for being here listening, have done some evolution as well. As a matter of fact, for the past 2 years, almost 2 years now, I have been studying Arhatic yoga and pranic healing. So I have had a huge awakening in my spirituality and, just life experience itself, Listen, we're all children of God, right? So that means we all make mistakes. We all do our best to correct them. Those of us who are not afraid of some deep inner reflection are doing the work. Those of us who are afraid are getting to the point where we're realizing, we can't necessarily hide anymore from this growth and evolution and just whatever our reality is going to be. So I'm reviving the podcast, and I don't know what it's going to look like, and I'm not going to sit here and plan it out, because if there's anything that I've been able to really receive informationally wise, is that even a word? Informational wise about 2023 is that, there's that saying, man plans, God laughs. Like, I'm going to do my best not to plan things. Obviously, if I book sessions and I'm, have a commitment to clients, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have a couple of retreats, business retreats in the bag, but I'm going to do my best for 2023 not to plan things, because I really feel like the cosmos and the multiverse kind of has other things in store for us. And I want to be able to go with it. I'm tired of the anxiety running me. So I've really, in 2022, I really learned a lot deeper, harder, faster. Sounds so sexual. Baby. How to release, let go, and surrender. And there's always room for improvement in that, because as a human, I have an ego, and I'm pretty good at having an ego. So my ego gets bashed all the time. So I'm going to do my best to just kind of see what happens and approach life from a curious perspective, and therefore do my best not to plan so much and just see what happens and, go with the flow, and whatever shows up, show up. I mean, that's also very feminine energy. So I'm wanting to take a more feminine approach in life as well. So, I just felt like it was time. And that's the thing, is like when we use our intuition, we use our resonance, whatever our truth is for us, we do tend to be more successful in life in terms of having healthier relationships, in terms of making more money, having better health. There's a myriad of things that I'm working on as well. And I just thought, you know what, let's revive this podcast. Let's see what happens. I might have guests. I might not have guests. I might just be sitting here blabbering the whole time. Maybe some episodes will be meditations. I mean, I really don't know. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So every episode may be a surprise. It may not be a surprise. I don't know if I'm going to plan anything. I don't know. But I still have the very same intention, which is to be of service and to see if anything that I personally experience or encounter through or with my clients can maybe help someone or enlighten them or have them receive some sort of insight, maybe make changes in their lives. I'm still here for that. I think I'll always be here for that. And so it is. So we are reviving this podcast. And when I say it's we, it's me, it's God, it's my cosmic family, it's my education, because I'm constantly learning. That's the Sagittarius in me. Got a rising Sagittarius. So I'm always learning and I love sharing what I learn. And if it's going to help you in some way, bring some sort of shift in consciousness or a new way of being, or just, bringing something into your life that's different, I want to be your girl. So welcome to the new portal with Terrie Huberman. I'm Terrie Huberman, and I have no idea how this podcast is going to move forward, but I'm here for it. I'm here to be of service. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for journeying with me, right? Let's figure this out together. All right, you guys, I am so happy to be here. Take care, stay connected. Well, our time in this now moment together has ended, but another now moment is on its way. Thank you so much for joining me in this human journey and listening to this podcast, The Portal with Terrie Huberman. I sure hope you're getting something out of it. I'm here to help you clear anxiety from the past, align your energy into the present, and help you create your future. My prayer for you is to find the peace and calmness in any given now moment so you can recognize when blessings are afoot and you get to choose your next adventure. Be curious and stay connected. You can always find me at terriehuberman.com. Bye now.